It's BakuBrad96 bringing you day 2 of the Cubbo Celebration Week series. This week, each day I will be bringing you a different Cubbo deck profile. Yesterday, of course, was Mono Chaos because I only had the one original Chaos Cubbo. Today, though, I was supposed to unbox 2 of the Cubbo line in front of you. No one commented on the previous video to pick which ones to unbox, which was a little unfortunate. I know we did have some technical difficulties, and that is my fault and my mistake. So I will go ahead and decide for everyone, and today we will be unboxing the Ventus Sheriff or Cowboy Cubbo and the Pyrus Drago Cubbo. No special reason why I picked these other than for the deck profile. On the back, it is really cool. You actually see the character card and what core the character is. Or has, I should say. So the Ventus Cubbo, or the Sheriff Cowboy Cubbo, does have 2 orange shields. The Drago Cubbo having 2 green fists. I solely picked those because with the Chaos Cubbo being a orange shield and green fist, it simply evens out the core lineup just like yesterday's video. But everyone, before we get into the deck profile and unboxings themselves, I want to remind everyone to hit that like button down below if you enjoy this week's series idea, because I thought it was a lot of fun to come up with. And also, 80% of you are not subscribed and watching, so all you have to do is hit that button down below. Super simple. It would definitely make my day, and help me hit that road to 1,000. I can't believe I'm at 60 already. 1,000 seems like a huge goal, but all of you, I know we can do it. I have faith. I know all of you have faith. We can get this channel huge. I know we can. I believe in it. So we'll go ahead and we will start off with the Pyrus Drago Cubbo. Really neat that they have a Cubbo in a Dragonoid costume. But the one thing it doesn't tell you on the back is what actual core or Bakucrew you'll get. So I am interested to find out the core that they give you. It is kind of neat that they tell you the character card on the back of these packages rather than normal, because at least I knew how to make the deck before proceeding with the video. So here is the character card up close. Very cool artwork there. Double green fist, as mentioned before, a B power of 600, a damage of 1, but if it lands on a orange shield, it does get double strike. I did have that in mind when I built the deck. The deck built around this guy, well, these Cubbos, is damage based, so that double strike definitely matters. Set that up there. The core he come with unfortunately doesn't help him, giving a Fusion Bakugan plus 5. Not going to do anything, so we're just going to yeet that to the side. And then he comes with a plus 50 B power and plus 2 damage. So I did pick out better core than it came with, so we'll yeet that to the other side. Not using those. Moving on to the actual gem of this pack, we do have the Cosplay Cubbo. So we do have plastic strips. I'm going to have to get the Baku scissors off camera here. Aha. And there we have the Cosplay Cubbo. So what make all these Cubbo neat? They are playable, but they all have little hat pieces or cosplay pieces that come off. And then the Cubbos close. Well, they're supposed to close. Well, they're supposed to close like they should. Seems like that was a little problem with the ears there. I did do it right, didn't I? Ears in and down. Right? Aha, yes. So there we have the Pyrus Cubbo. Really neat how they made the whole body red and then left the head open. For comparison, here's the normal Chaos Cubbo. It's so cool. It's a shame they didn't put the peg hole on regular Cubbo so you could interchange the pieces. I think that would be really cool. They missed an opportunity there, but otherwise, a very awesome idea. So we'll go ahead and put the Drago head back on that Cubbo. And yeet the trash off the table. Yeeting, that is the sound of yeet. For those interested, this is the gate card the Pyrus Cubbo came with. Don't want to forget that. Show it off for everyone right quick. And yeet. On to the next and third Bakugan for the deck profile. This is the Sheriff / Cowboy Ventus Cubbo. Definitely looking kind of sus in that package. I don't know. I don't trust that face he's given to the camera. I just don't trust it. All this dang plastic and packaging. Like this video for all the yeeting. There's just too much yeeting going on. If anyone's wondering, getting into the plastic for the Bakucrew, you know, that's all. That is all. Off-camera boredom. That's it. We're watching my videos and nothing's happening. So here's the character card in, you know, up close, I guess. Double orange shield, B power of 500, 5 damage, and he gets a green fist bump. That's why I chose him. Plus 300 B power and shadow strike on a green fist. So very nice. In fact, this Cubbo would probably go very well with my Mono Ventus deck for Serpilius. Check that out if you haven't already, but I might end up putting him on that team. I'm not 100% sure yet, but you know, you have to look at Bakugan with that green fist bump for that reason. Believe it or not, guys, this is actually a new gate card for me. I do not have this one. So it gives 300 to Pyrus, 0 to Aquas, 400 to Ventus, 200 to Chaos, 500 to Arliss, and 100 to Darkus. Not bad, and I do believe that is Sabra X Pyravian. I really don't know how to pronounce the names. I am probably slaughtering that. Sorry. But nonetheless, a very cool Bakugan on the front picture there. Really like that gate card. I might actually keep that one to the side. But anyway, the core the Bakugan come with. Oh, just drop it. Straight drop it. Shield core with plus 50 B power and plus 1 damage. Again, not the best, so you know what's happening. Yeet! And then the second is a minus 100. I did pick out a better core in this regard too. So once again, yeeting. We're yeeting all the cores that came with these Cubbo because I picked better ones. But here's the little Ventus Cubbo himself. That pack does have him in it as well. I think there is a small difference. We will go over it when I unbox it later on in the week. But for now, it's all about this Cubbo and the deck profile for him. So very neat. Again, the hat does come off, folds up like any other Cubbo, kind of. You have to squeeze it a little harder with the ears. And there we have Ventus Cubbo. So cool. And he has a little hat that I can't put on. Okay. I was worried that was going to be a fail, so we will set him to the side as well. And now with our Cubbo unboxed and ready to go, let's take a look at the deck profile I made for them all. Of course, as you know, the Chaos Cubbo was included, as I said at the beginning. And then we just have the Pyrus and Ventus. Need to switch those around there. The core lineup, unfortunately, is the exact same as yesterday's deck profile. So we have 3 plus 300 orange shields. And we have 3 plus 150 B power plus 200 green fists. No special particular reason why I picked those cores. I just think they're the best when you're not using certain attributed cores. And for vanilla, just quick deck profiles around a certain Bakugan, I just throw them in really quick. But in in-depth deck profiles and discussions, I do seriously consider the cores to the detail, as you all know. So getting into the deck list, I do start off with 2 Toxify, 0 energy for minus 3 damage. A slight debuff card, there are a few in here, but it's not like the whole deck is that way. Again, I want to refrain from doing that too much. 2 Crushing Shadows, just like yesterday, 1 energy for plus 200 B power and plus 1 Frost Strike. The Frost Strike doesn't matter, but the B power does. These are weaker Bakugan, so we need to get them stronger. Energy Sphere, 1 energy to reroll your Bakugan. The rapid fire does not matter. I just wanted a reroll effect in this deck. 2 Sifting Ashes for draw power. 1 energy to draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. The deck doesn't have a whole lot of power plays, so if you need a specific card, I have this in here, just to kind of shuffle through the deck quicker. Baku Fetch, because I do have core control with a Ventus Bakugan finally. So, 2 energy for plus 4, and then you get to draw 1 for each Baku core attached to that Bakugan. It could come up, again, it draws you into some of your stronger plays. This deck in particular doesn't have any flip cards at all. Probably a mistake, but I wanted to try something new. 2 Piercing Scream, 2 energy for minus 400 B power. And just a solid debuff card. Following that, I do have 2 Scarf Strike, 2 energy for plus 500 B power. And then 2 Searing Strike, 2 energy for plus 400 B power. Kind of redundant, but again, these are weaker Bakugan, so you want as many B power cards as possible in your deck just to continually stack them, play multiples in one turn if you need to, because they are weaker. Consort, because it might come up 3 energy to attach a Bakucrew from the field to an open Bakugan. In cases when you have Baku Fetch on turn 5 and you want to combo up your cards, I think that's an acceptable play. Inferno Wings, 3 energy for 300 B power, and then you get to remove all Bakucrew enemy Bakugan hold and negate their effects. Again, just to kind of control and weaken your opponent's Bakugan, because they are going to be stronger. Power creep is a thing, and you have to watch it. Then Magma Shield, 3 energy for plus 3 damage, and if a Bakugan is holding a orange shield, which this deck has 3 of, plus double strike, so it will give that Bakugan double strike. The damage is where the deck shines because, B power wise it's not that strong. 2 Righteous Strike, same as yesterday, it's just a really solid card. It could come up with the core control, the trifecta ability, but plus 6 damage and drawing 1 is really nice for 3 energy. Same reason for Shield Breaker, 3 energy for Victor, plus 6 damage and ignore armor rating on your opposing player's cards. So if your Bakugan does get in for the win, this is going to make a solid strike. Assuming you don't run into a flip card, but if your opponent has a lot of Baku Gear cards with armor rating, that card just beats them right down. 3 of these, again, I use it a whole lot in any Pyrus deck because I usually have high-costed cards in those decks. The reason this is in there because I do have a lot of 5 cost. So on turn 3, having a card for 5 energy is really super. And what I mean is, for 3 energy, this gives you 5 energy. So on turn 3, theoretically, you could play any 5 energy costed card. Sorry about the glare and changing the shadows there. I really need to learn how to hold the cards back, don't I? Next up is 2 Volatile Instincts, 3 energy for plus 6 damage. If you energize this card from your hand, you may pay 2 energy to draw 1. That ability won't come up, but we do like that plus 6. It's another 3 energy for 6. A few of these are in the deck, I'll be honest. I think that makes 6 cards altogether that could be 3 energy for 6 damage. Now we get into the 5 energy cost cards. Glacial Glare. Minus 1000 B power to scan. So a good solid debuff card. It really takes a huge chunk out late game. Again with 5 energy to Fast Fusion Rays, plus 1000 B power. If you energize this from your hand, you can pay 2 energy to draw a card. So it has that ability as well. It does not come up, but you do want that plus 1000 B power. Again, late game, really adds a huge boost onto your Bakugan. Hypno Flash, the same, 5 energy for 700 B power. You may draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. So late game draw engine and just a smaller chunk, but yet a big chunk of B power with 700. Shield of the Faithful, 5 energy for plus 9 damage, and if that Bakugan is holding a orange shield, you get to draw 2 cards. So I know there are a lot of one-ofs, kind of wonky. They don't really synergize well with the deck, but I do try to keep the decks different, so that is why you will see some out-of-place cards that are weird at times. But again, that's just me trying to keep every deck different and showcase all the different cards that I have. Next up, I have Ventus Trap, 5 energy for minus 500 B power to an enemy Bakugan and plus 10 damage to one of your Bakugan. This card was in my Mono Ventus deck. I really like it, that it is a powerful debuff card as well as giving you a ton of damage. And it's got WebM on it. WebM was really cool too. Spider Bakugan. Now we're going into the final 4 cards of the deck profile. Baku Roll, which is 6 energy to attach 2 Bakucrew from the field to an open Bakugan. In my personal opinion, this card is seriously overlooked because of its high energy cost, but in the right decks, I think this is a very strong card. Not necessarily this one, but I think if I reworked the deck a little bit, it could be. I just really like it. I think it's a very strong card. And last but certainly not least, I have 2 Magmagon, 6 energy for plus 1200 B power because it is just a knockout card That is a huge amount of B power to gain, and that is why it is in the deck profile. But everyone, that will do it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I know I did. It was a lot of fun making a deck beforehand, which is not something I normally do, but the Cubbo packaging is so unique, it gave me that opportunity. And before I go, don't forget to vote for which Cubbo you want me to open next. It could be one or it could be two. Just comment down below and let me know, because I'm excited to make more Cubbo decks. Thank you all, and remember, Bakugan Brawl!